Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic. Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes. You know I gotta come to the ring, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
From the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave.
3-3-3. Let's go, chat. Early.
You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in prick. I only keep the people around that stood on TV with me.
Yeah. Let's go.
That's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving
chat?
like
What up?
the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Won't the
Let's get focused. Yo, it's Classic with the Classic Codes, and I got another great live show for y'all. I hope y'all feeling amazing. Another day above ground. Let's go get it. Yesterday over with, and they say tomorrow ain't promised, man. What a segue. Tomorrow is not promised, man.
Classic.
We got some things to talk about. We got some breaking news, and then we got our regular scheduled programming as far as our reaction video, our TikTok reaction video, our question of the day, and our code language conversation. So we got a full slate today, but we do have some breaking news to talk about.
I'm only gonna do this once.
So listen, before we get into that, make sure you hit the like button. It's totally free today, no charge. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Make sure you turn on your notifications. And also make sure you let somebody else know about the channel who you may feel would enjoy immersing themselves in the content, whether it's pulling up to disagree or to offer their perspectives into whatever we talking about, or whether it's because they feel like they in alignment. Either way, we all here on one mission, and that's to be solution-based and to crack these codes.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Shout out to Souls of Thought in the chat. Shout out to Soft Rain in the chat. Them threes coming in heavy. You know we on the same frequency. Let's get it.
Classic.
All right, so let's go. So Souls beat me to it. He said rest in peace to Kirk. Yep. So we're gonna go into the breaking news for today. Breaking news: Charlie Kirk was today shot at Utah Valley University, I believe. He was actually out there, doing what Charlie Kirk does. Shout out to Tez down in the chat. He was out there doing what Charlie Kirk does, holding, some form of a Q&A. He probably spoke, was doing some form of a Q&A. Yeah, Utah Valley. Yep, that's where he was. And today he was actually shot during his Q&A portion of his speech. I know some channels choose not to show certain things. I thought about it, but then I was like, nah, because I watched George Floyd. So we gonna show it. But if y'all don't want to see it, it's only a quick 6-second clip. So y'all can step away for it just like 25 seconds and come right back. But this was him. This is a long range view. You're not actually gonna see anything graphic at all, but he was hit in his neck.
Oh my God. Go, run. Whoa.
Yeah, so it looks like he was caught in his neck area. And it just was confirmed just a few minutes before I came on live stream that he did not make it. Originally, when I was gonna go live about 30 minutes ago, the report that I saw was that he was still fighting for his life, but it wasn't looking good. It has now been confirmed that Charlie Kirk did not make it. He will be survived by his wife and his children. Charlie Kirk was a conservative. The Tez Down said, I thought you were going to show the graphic one. Man, yeah, we knew immediately after seeing that. Yeah, I didn't find the graphic one because I didn't look for it on X. I went to TikTok. And so I didn't find a graphic one, and I didn't look too hard for a graphic one, to be honest with you. You know, I seen enough of this in real life. You know what I'm saying? I seen enough of this in real life. So it's one of those things though where it's like, you know, people are like, well, I'm not gonna show it. It's like, you know, if he looked like me, y'all will show it everywhere. So I ain't really trying to, you feel me? I'm gonna keep my energy where it's at. But yeah, Charlie is a conservative guy. He went around to a lot of different places, and he did like these Q&A type events. From what I know of him, I know he's done a lot more than what I know of him. So I'm not going to speak like I'm the subject matter expert on Charlie Kirk. But from what I know of him, he's a man who pushed a lot of traditional Christian and family values. He was real big on that. I think I got hip to Charlie Kirk through him doing a Q&A when the gender fluidity thing was going on. I remember him doing Q&As and discussing, you know, what a female is with people and what a guy is and a girl and a boy, you know. And I remember him doing those, and I just remember agreeing with him so much because he was coming from a pure common sense and spiritual standpoint with his position. And so it was nothing for me to really debate with. The people that were debating with him were my concern. And after seeing what happened to him just, you know, not long ago, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, it shows that why the people who were debating against him were my concern, right? There's an element of mental instability within a large populace of Americans, and this is all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. Everything that I'm saying is all alleged, and you know, so but there's an element of mental instability inside of a large portion of people in this part of the world, and because of that, the streets ain't safe. And I think I try to make it clear to y'all every day just how much outside is going to continue to become Gotham City as y'all continue to be liberated. When I crashed out on here before and I told y'all want to be, you know, when I say y'all, I'm talking about the people who push for all of this liberation. That's who y'all is. It ain't gender specific. Y'all. When I came on here and I told y'all that, you know, we are getting the results of the liberation that y'all fighting for. We getting the results. And they suck. The results suck. We tried traditional. People didn't like traditional. They want to go far outside the box and go full liberation. We getting the results. We getting the results. We tried it. That shit don't work. Charlie was a man who was pushing the old way of things. You know, have you a family, be somebody of principles. 2 + 2 is 4. You know what I mean? And obviously explore beyond what we believe within reason. You have to explore, you have to experiment, you have to create, you know, continue to evolve, but within reason and within the confines of some form of spiritual belief system and parameters. Because without that, you're going to have a godless society. And that's what we've become. Charlie Kirk was somebody who was fighting against us having such a godless society. And it just shows you that, you know, and I don't know Charlie Kirk personally, so I'm not going to call him a good person because I don't know him personally. I never knew him personally. I just know his work. So based on what I know of him, you know, bad things happen to people who doing good works all the time. And that's why I tell y'all stay dangerous because it ain't safe. So stay dangerous. Dude out here doing the Lord's work. And look at evil. Look at evil. That's a martyr we just witnessed. That's a martyr, ladies and gentlemen. For those who ain't hip on Charlie Kirk, I mean, I'm sure you're going to see plenty of him talking now that he's passed. You're going to see clip after clip, reel after reel about him and, you know, what he stood for and what he was talking about and what he was on. So we're all about to, you know, involuntarily learn significantly more about him. But it just shows you that we live in a country where if somebody disagree with you, instead of being able to agree to disagree, They want you dead. All for content creation purposes and entertainment, all alleged. That's the country we live in. If somebody disagree with you, they want you gone altogether, not stay over there and do your thing over there, not none of that. We want you obliterated. You outside talking about something that I don't even rock with, pack them up. That's the foundational principle of this place. So, you know, I can really dive into it and go off on a full tangent. He said, "Oh, you said I thought you was gonna show the graphic when it tears down." Said his proves me wrong segments ruffled a lot of feathers. His prove me wrong segments ruffled a lot of feathers. Yeah, Tristan 333, what up, my boy?
Classic.
Shout out. Appreciate you calling in. Tristan said, "Rest in peace to that man." For sure. But yeah, man, it shows you how far. These folks are willing to take it. I told y'all to be concerned a long time ago. This ain't even an I told you so segment, but I'm just saying. Don't you hate when you write and then you got to repeat yourself? Nobody likes doing that. Nobody like being right and had to repeat themselves. I told y'all to be worried a long time ago. When penises and vaginas stop being the deciding factor between dudes and females, when that stopped being a deciding factor outside in public on job applications, when a penis and a vagina stop telling the difference between dudes and females, I told y'all to get worried. I told y'all to be worried, be very afraid. All the outside is crazy. The whole outside going crazy. Now look, my man running around here doing God's work, going to college campuses, talking to y'all teenagers, telling them get married, finish up here, get your good grades, go into STEM. Go into STEM so you can make you a good living off your college education. I mean, just walking around with his family. Dude was doing God's work. They smoked him. Y'all still think it's about race now? Is it still about color this time? Is it racial this time? He was in Utah. He wasn't in the trenches. He was in Utah. I've been to Utah. He was in Utah. He wasn't in the trenches. Is it still about race? These people just can't agree to disagree. I told y'all yesterday, you better know what come with this. When we was talking about how Ray Lewis exposed Shannon Sharpe, and I was like, listen, everybody got the right to turn on their podcast every day and say whatever they want. You got to go outside. You bump into somebody who was watching your stream and didn't like what they wasn't picking up what you was putting down, and they got a problem with you in person. Do you know what come with what you got going on? So yeah, when you get up here offering these opinions, you better have your carry and you better have these. These better be certified. You got to know what come with what you're doing. It's shit that come with the game. Go check out my code language on comes with the game. It's certain shit that come with the territory. And when you fighting good and evil, it's more than just a spiritual fight. It get physical. Outside, it get physical. So when you on the side of righteousness, you got to be ready to protect yourself. Go look in your word. This could be a Sunday service, souls. Go look in your word. God didn't choose too many cowards. God didn't choose too many cowards. Moses had already took a man's life with his bare hands before God called him. God didn't choose too many cowards. So Charlie running around the whole country trying to save y'all kids. And somebody on the side of liberation popped them. So y'all go ahead with all y'all freedom of choice, freedom of movement, freedom of this, freedom of autonomy, freedom. Look what we do with the freedom. All that freedom. It need to be a little more strict around here. Don't you think? Y'all don't want the military to come in the hood. Why not? You like for the gotta risk your life to go get a bag of chips from the corner store? That's what you like? That's what you like? That's what you like? Tristan said facts. Shit crazy,
Classic.
man. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I ain't gonna stay on it too long, man. All right, let's lighten it up around here, man. Let's shake that out. Let's shake that out. Little intense, man.
Fighting out of the South.
333, let's go.
Standing at 6.
Drop them threes for Charlie, man. Drop the threes for Charlie, man.
I give you. Boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me.
Yes, Lord. Come on. Shout out to Tristan, man. Active. Shout out to Key. That video he had he officially passed. Yeah, yep. Shout out to Key. Long time no see. What up, Key? Yeah, he officially passed. Bro didn't make it. Trump posted a tweet on X. Just offering his sentiments and everything. Yup. All right, y'all. So we're gonna slide over into the TikTok reaction with Ray Lewis. We talking Ray Lewis. Does trauma make beasts? All right, so we're gonna slide over into this. Ray Lewis giving a bit of a testimony. I told y'all we're gonna start having just a little bit more important conversation. We got some entertaining stuff coming later too, but we're gonna start having a little bit more important conversation. Well, I feel like we always been having important conversation, but intentionally, overtly. That's the word I'm looking for. Overtly important conversation, right? This ain't medicine in the candy. This straight ahead, right? So Ray giving his testimony about his childhood upbringing and what changed him from a boy into something else. And we're going to discuss that. Souls of Thought, I hope you tapped in. Tez, I hope you tapped in. I really want y'all perspectives on this. Let's get it.
My stepfather hit my mama so hard in the face, I called her. And I looked at him with this rage and this pain in my eyes. I ran to my garage and I grabbed this deck of cards. And I flipped a 7. And I started doing 7 push-ups. I flipped a 6, I did 6. I flipped a 9, I did 9. I flipped a 2, I did 2. I flipped another 9, I did 9. Until I got all the way through the deck. Jack, Queen, King worked 10. Jack, aces, 25s, and jokers, 50. Until I got sick and tired of what pain felt like in my gut. Because I wanted to make sure sports wasn't the reason why I started training. It was to make sure man never put his hands on my mama.
I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk, name in the grab.
All right, we can't do the audio, but let's go back and listen to the testimony again. One more time. This is Ray Lewis, former linebacker, legendary Hall of Fame linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens, Super Bowl champion Ray Lewis.
My stepfather hit my mama so hard in the face, I called her. And I looked at him with this rage and this pain in my eyes. I ran to my garage and I grabbed this deck of cards. And I flipped a 7. And I started doing 7 push-ups. I flipped a 6, I did 6. I flipped a 9, I did 9. I flipped a 2, I did 2. I flipped another 9, I did 9. Until I got all the way through the deck. Jack, Queen, King worked 10. Jack, aces, 25s, and jokers, 50. Until I got sick and tired of what pain felt like in my gut. Because I wanted to make sure sports wasn't the reason why I started training. It was to make sure man never put his hands on my mama.
I got 100 on my dash, got.
All right, so Ray Lewis giving an illustration of his childhood trauma. What up, Tez? Ray Lewis giving an illustration on his childhood trauma and how seeing a man put his hands on his mother, drove him to become essentially a juggernaut of a man, a powerful, strong, beast of a man, and just wanting to be a physical presence and somebody that's able to handle themselves no matter who they encounter to ensure the safety of his mother. So my question behind watching this testimony from Ray Lewis is, does trauma make beasts or does trauma make monsters? Does trauma make beasts or does trauma make monsters? I'll start by answering my own question before the chat weigh in. I could say this. This makes me think about my code language segment on weaponizing, right? Everybody's going to go through things. If you stay above ground long enough, you'll go through some shit, right? You more than once. And so when you go through things or you experience whatever forms of trauma that you're going to experience, I think you have a decision to make. It can make you or it could break you. You can take the trauma. You could take the trauma. Lisa said it depends on the person. Shout out to Lisa. What up? The chat in here today. You can take the trauma and you can, weaponize it and fuel it. Shout out to SM the Don. Make sure y'all go follow them if y'all into lifting weights or if y'all need gym motivation. Shout out to SM the Don. They work out at the legendary Diamond Gym. He has this thing called the kill jar. It's a mental kill jar. And he says, like, you go through something, you put it in the kill jar. Somebody doubts you, you put that in the kill jar. Somebody press your boundaries, disrespect you, you put it in the kill jar. Metaphorically speaking, of course, all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. And you put that in the kill jar and you take your kill jar with you and you bring it to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like that's kind of what Ray Lewis described to me in a way when he talked about the deck of cards and how he wanted to become strong. So he would flip the deck of cards. If it was 7, he would do 7 and he would do the push-ups for every number. And then he gave the face cards a value and he did it until he probably couldn't even lift his arms because he wanted to make sure nobody ever touched his mother again. The Tears Down said both. Elaborate on that for me, bro. I agree with you, though. Fundamentally, I agree with you. But yeah, I think it depends. Like Lisa said, it depends on the person. If you're the type of person that, you go through something and you let it just fold you up or you stay stuck in that space, because we know trauma is associated with a stuck point. So if you stay stuck in that space and you let that fold you up, then, obviously trauma wouldn't make you a beast or a monster. It would make you, pathetic if it broke you and made you weak. And docile. You know what I'm saying? Lisa said some people use it as fuel to be better and some people let it break them. Yeah. And the key to this is let it, right? Because it's a decision. And I think a lot of times we look at situations and we go through stuff and then we move as if like we don't have a choice. You have a choice. You can decide. You can, you know what I mean? I'm deciding, okay, this is what happened. I'm deciding to take this and do this with it. I'm deciding I'm not going to allow this to, whatever. Tristan said trauma can be used as a lesson to stimulate mental and physical strength. I agree. Yeah, that's why, the people, I worked in the gym for like 3 years, right? And you can always tell like the people that was in the gym working through their shit. They just move different. They say 85% of communication is nonverbal. So you can always tell the people that's in the gym, like really working through their shit. They train a little different. Their break times are a little shorter. Their amount of gym bros and gym buddies and gym friends is a lot smaller. Seldom do they have workout partners. They go at that shit alone. You know what I mean? You can just always tell, It's a little different. It's like an introvert in a crowd. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm only in this crowd because this is where the machines is at. It's like an energy. But yeah, I think that the difference between a beast and a monster is like the beast is capable of handling situations, but isn't looking for trouble. The monster, I think, is more of a menace. And so I agree with Tez when you say both, that trauma can make a beast or a monster out of you. Because, see, that's the thing, too. Once you use the trauma to become strong, just adding another nuance, once you use the trauma to become strong, you have to decide whether you're going to be good or bad with your strength, right? Because you could be strong and be a beast, or you can be a monster. So the Tez Down said, if you're able to survive the trauma and are determined to overcome or never let it happen again, then you become the beast. I agree. Yeah, and it's always, you can even tell the difference. You can even tell the difference in the texture and the tone of the conversation when people give their testimonies. Some people give their testimonies with the tone of a victim. Ray Lewis didn't ever sound like a victim. He sounded motivated by it, even when he was retelling the story. He said, I saw a man hit my mom so hard, and I caught her. I picked her up. I caught her, and he said I looked at her with such a rage. You could hear in his voice, like you know, the fire ignited, you know what I'm saying? Such a rage. And, you know, I got a deck of cards and you know what I'm saying? You can hear that this motivated him. It didn't break him. It didn't weaken him. It lit a match. You know what I'm saying? It lit a flame. Whereas you have somebody else that could tell the same story and be like, you know, like, y'all niggas don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like seeing being 5 years old, seeing a man put his hands on your mother and you can't do nothing about it. Y'all don't know what it's like. That's victim, right? That's victim. That's victim, right? He didn't weaponize it. He's still broken. He's still the 5-year-old that couldn't do nothing about it. Now he's probably a man overcompensating in some way. The Tears Down said, conversely, if you survive but want vengeance, monster. Yup, exactly, Tez, exactly.
Classic.
Tristan said the monster may seek vengeance while still operating with a victim mindset, and that's super dangerous, right? That's how you get, you know, the Charlie Kirk situation.
Classic.
Yeah. See, all weak people aren't weak, right? I think that's the difference between the beast and the monster, right? They both go out and weaponize what they've been through to become strong. But then once you become strong, you got to pick a side, right? Who you fighting for? You know what I'm saying? Are you a protector or are you the shit starter? You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I think that trauma in 3 different ways. I think we just broken down 3 different ways trauma can send you, right? It can make you weak, stuck, you know what I mean? Useless, essentially, until you able to break free from whatever that is. It can motivate you, but then once you've been motivated to become, what do you do when you become? What do you do? You know, do you get your money? Do you get your money? And sorry for the strays, brothers, gentlemen. Sorry for the strays, but I'm just making a point. Do you get your bread and go Tyreek Hill? Or do you get your bread and go Jalen Hurts? What type of man you want to be? Same thing with women. You know, you glow up. Do you glow up and become? I don't want to name no females. You know how that get. Yeah, man. The men can handle it. But you get what I'm saying. So yeah, man. Trauma. So yeah, that's the TikTok reaction for today. Great conversation. I appreciate y'all. Chat 333, the best in it. Ted said 333. My dog.
Classic.
All right, let's go into the question of the day because it segues off of that, and then we're gonna get into the reaction video. All right, question of the day. This is in alignment with the Ray Lewis clip that we just covered. What trauma makes a man a monster? So what type of trauma makes a man a monster versus a beast? We already talked about the difference between a beast and a monster. I'll reiterate it for this segment. So both the beast and the monster have been through trauma. And this applies to women too. Both the beast and the monster have been through trauma. They weaponize the trauma to become a strong person, right? This person who is valuable in society and has options in some sort of way or ways for themselves, right? So then they have to decide whether they want to be good or evil with these choices that they've now gotten for themselves. The beast would do good, right? I am capable of doing evil, but I'm going to be strong and I'm going to be disciplined. The monster may be vengeful for the trauma that they went through, and they still haven't let go of some of the, you know, they're vengeful, right? So what type of trauma would make a man or woman, because we got ladies in the chat too, a monster specifically? What types of trauma specifically? Ted said way more villain. My man just made up a word. Way more billionaires out there. So villainaires. I agree. I think that most people, it's in a lot. I have to agree, right? Because I'm the same person who said I don't think anybody really forgives for real. Not for real. Not by definition. So I agree with you, Tez. I have to be consistent for sure. I think there's plenty of villains outside and shit like that. We talked about that a little bit though. But what specific types of trauma make men monsters? I think I think for I'm trying to think. Monsters, I would say any type of childhood trauma for like as far as men is concerned, any young boys that was like, you know, taken advantage of, you know what I mean? When they was kids and stuff like that. I think that could make monsters. I think that could make monsters. Grateful that never happened to me, but I mean, I know men who have been through that. But yeah, I think that makes monsters. What other specific types? And if this is a little heavy for y'all, you know, it's the codes, man. It's gonna get like that some days. We'll have some fun in a minute. But what else? Certain types of relationship trauma, I think, for men and women can make monsters. Like certain kinds of relationship trauma, I feel. Tristan said, I think street violence is a big one. Talk about it, Tristan. Expound on that. In what way? Like who? Like in what scenario? Who becomes the monster? Is it who becomes the monster when it comes to street violence? Like you got to give me some. Give me some. Spell that out a little bit more for me, right? So if you're the cousin of somebody who was harmed or unalived through street violence, does that make you a monster? Being the person who's still here, you know, with your survivor's remorse. If you are a person who somebody made an unaliving attempt on, and then you survive the unaliving attempt, does that make you a monster or a beast? Or does it, you know what I'm saying? Does it make you, does having your life flash before your eyes, does it make you want to become this super like hyper criminal thug, turbo thug? Or does it make a person want to straighten up their life altogether and get away from this shit altogether? You know what I'm saying? Like, what spell it? Give me some elaboration on that, because I like that. Street violence is a big one. It is a big one, but let's dig into it a little bit. The chat a little quiet today. Y'all getting that money on, huh? Y'all at work trying to chat a little quiet today. They getting that money. I ain't mad at y'all. But yeah, I think that certain types of relationship trauma. We discussed it before. I mean, me being a man, I give y'all the male POV. I think most men start off, not all. I think most men start off as boys, entering into the time in their life where they want to deal with girls and date them and talk to them and fall in love and all that other stuff. When boys transition into that time frame in their life, I think most boys are young, for the most part, naive, and, you know, somewhat gullible for girls. And to say that, I would say this: most dudes, no matter what type of man they became, most dudes start off innocent and in a good place when it comes to their perspective on females. It just takes one for us, though. Like with guys, it just takes one, you know? And then after that, it's like they see the light, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Tristan said, men who grew up with people around them getting deleted in the streets, some brothers will go down that same path and engage in gang wars. Yeah. So that would be the monster. That vengeance. Yeah, that vengeance is a mother, man. That vengeful spirit, that'll make a monster out of anything that make you vengeful. I definitely think it turns you into a monster. The Tez Down said losing a person permanently does make a lot of monsters. Yeah. And we got to reevaluate our perspective on losing people too. We'll cover that in another episode. It's already been a little heavy today, you know, but we gotta reevaluate our perspective on that, right? Because as long as you living, you're gonna see stuff die. That's literally a fact. The longer you live, the more stuff you're gonna see die. And so with that already being a fundamental understanding, I think that and then with everybody, you know, for the most part claiming to be so spiritual, like I just don't understand to a degree why losses carry for so long. I understand missing, like the absence, right? So there's a void when you lose someone or something. Like I lost my dog and I miss my dog every single day. But at the same time, like I'm not like still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. Like, damn, I wish bro was right here so I could, you know what I'm saying, just call him in here. He'd be laying right here while I'm streaming. Big facts. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, But like the whole concept of it, like making somebody into a monster, is kind of like we got to reevaluate our perspective so that it don't curve us in that direction. That's all I'm saying. Souls of Thought said, experiences like today, I'm just pissed, not quite. Yeah. Oh, you said you pissed, not quiet. I understand. You still trying to shake. Yeah, you still trying to, process it. Yeah, man, it's a lot of different directions that conversation could go. I felt like if I stayed on it for too long, I would have been on it for too long, if you get what I'm saying. No puffy. So, I just wanted to, progress the show forward because y'all deserve it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was a tough one. I feel like, we'll have plenty of chances to revisit it over the course of, weeks or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, this was an interesting question of the day. I understand, appreciate you, Souls, while explaining why you a little hush in the chat today. No big deal. I totally get it. He said thicker skin, the tears down. Yeah, we do need to bring back thick skin, but we're no longer approved to raise children in a way that gives them thick skin. Everything is too harsh, and you know what I mean? They got some shit called gentle parenting. You know what I'm saying? That came out. They dropped some new shit called gentle parenting that came out. I don't know what the release date on it was, but they went on ahead and employed that. And now we got all these soft ass adults out here that you can't even hold a conversation with. Why you think the ability to agree to disagree is gone? Because of gentle parenting, participation trophies, all that shit feed into the same shit. A weak ass grown up. All that shit feed into the same thing. So yeah, thicker skin need to make a comeback for sure. John Wick said, not the dog. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna love you like your dog, and I'm standing on that. Let's argue on
Classic.
God. My dog was the same with me every day. I don't care what was going on. It wasn't you talking about unconditional. That's
Classic.
It. Yup. I stood on business with the police about my dog. I ain't gonna get into it. Yeah, motherfucker rode up on me talking about that's a beautiful dog. I said thank you. Motherfucker talking about he sure looks like he'll make a mighty fine police dog. Told his ass not this one. He's like, what kind of dog is he? I said, not this one. Fuck you talking about, boy. This one won't make no good police dog. Fuck you talking about. You're going to have to take me with him. Souls of Thought said, thick skin was killed today. Everything we want to create is now looked down upon. Yeah, Souls. You can't disagree with these folks. They got guns now. Allegedly all for content creation purposes. You can't disagree with these folks. They got guns now.
Classic.
They got guns now. Tristan said that gentle parenting shit shouldn't exist, especially when raising boys into men. Facts. Lisa said gentle parenting does not work. Tristan said throw that shit in the trash. 333. Yeah, facts. That shit don't work. And bring the belt back too. Spank these little motherfuckers, man. Spank them a little bit. You ain't got to go like now. Listen, my mama could have played. She could have played relief pitcher for the Yankees. The way her shit was. I know my mama could have threw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I know it for a fact. But listen, I ain't no soft-ass grown-up, though. You know what I'm saying? These kids growing up into some soft-ass, finesse-ass grown-ups. Straight up. Very, very easily swayed. The social engineering of people's minds has never been easier. You know what I mean? And then now it's like it done got to the point with like seeing Charlie today. You know what I'm saying? People's delusions and their demented ways of thinking and their evil, unrighteous ways of thinking in accordance to the word, they really willing to stand on business and take it too far about this shit now. Y'all believe me now when I told y'all it ain't safe outside? Y'all believe me now when I told y'all stay dangerous? Do y'all believe me now? My man, hold on. Modern day martyr. My man was doing the Lord's work. I don't know nothing about his personal life. I don't even care. I don't know nothing about bro personal life. We talking about Charlie Kirk. I don't know nothing about his personal life. I don't care. I know in public, he was doing God's work. And they smoked him. So yeah, trauma makes monsters. And hurt people. We can't even, that's why I always tell y'all on here, my message from day one on this platform was talk to me, whether you agree or disagree, because we got to crack these codes. Every day I tell y'all, shit, let me know. I'm ready to be wrong.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
This shit a little discouraging, right? But see, Souls, I'm talking to my brother Souls here because he said thick skin was killed today. Everything we want to create is now looked down upon. See, Souls, here go the difference though. And this ain't, I'm willing to die about this shit. My mission, my purpose, I told y'all already, if you're not willing to die about nothing, you ain't living for nothing. You just round this motherfucker. I stand on that. I'm willing to die about this shit. Am I going to? No. But I'm willing to. I'm not going to. I'm going to outlive everybody watching this shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. Y'all want to have a contest? I'm going to outlive everybody. I'm going to live a long-ass, prosperous life. And when I die, it's going to be of old age. Ain't nobody going to touch nothing. But I'm willing to, though. Somebody got to stand for something. Somebody got to stand for something. Two-Face Forever, you new to the chat. Welcome, chat 333. What's going on? What's going on with
Classic.
it? Welcome in. What we talking about? Right now, we was talking about what types of trauma make men into monsters. And then we went off on a couple of different tangents and we just tying it all in. But we about to move off the question of the day and go into the reaction and have a little bit of fun. Welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to the chat. We covered Charlie Kirk's passing away earlier on in the episode. And we talked a little bit about trauma today, but now we're about to move into something a little more lighthearted for sure. For sure. Welcome to the chat, man. Chat 333. Everybody dump them threes for Two-Face Forever. Jay Zilla in the chat. What up, Jay? What up, Jay? My boy. 2016 term gentle parenting was placed in a British 2016 term gentle parenting was placed in a British book. The topic has been pushed since the 40s. See, they've been trying to make us soft as hell. Shout out to Jay Zilla for the research. I got the best chat on all streaming platforms. It's not even close. This shit not even close. And when we pull up and dump them threes in the chat, you know what it is. He said childhood trauma, in my opinion. Childhood trauma. I said that earlier. Two-Face in alignment. Two-Face in alignment. Classic. Everybody dump them threes for Two-Face Forever, man. Show him some love. Welcome in. We got a super chat. Put some color in the chat. That money coming Classic. In. Appreciate you, Souls of Thought. $4.99 for the squad. Support those while you can. Facts. We climbing the ladder. Two-Face Forever. And deep trust issues. Ooh, talk about it. He said deep trust issues. They got them threes in there for you, Two-Face. We drop 333s around here. It's a frequency thing. It's all positive. Souls of Thought said no one understands the mission. We won't even support those who are now risking their lives. Souls, we got a panel, bro. I see what's on your heart. We gotta do a panel, dog. We gotta do a panel. I already know you want to dive into this shit. Let's put something together Friday or Saturday for the people. Let's get it. Friday or Saturday for the people. Let's do it. The Tears Down said people don't get it. Hey, my chat want to talk about this one. Two-Face Forever. Being alone can really fuck with a human's brain too. Solitude. Ooh, that's interesting because I actually push solitude. I think solitude is a good thing. You said being alone. So you saying like being alone, I guess involuntarily, like you would like to be in the comfort of some people, but you don't have anybody around type shit. I can see that. But I more so speak on being solid, like using solitude intentionally to reset and shit like that. That's more so what I talk about. Two-Face coming in with some perspective. I appreciate you, dog. Classic. We got somebody that's gonna help us get to the bottom of this shit.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Yes, Lord. All right, chat. So look, I'm gonna let y'all decide because y'all seem like y'all want to have some conversation. And we've been on the frequency. I got a River TV reaction. We could do that, or I could just go straight in the chat Q&A and we could chop it up. I'll go ahead and drop the link. Anybody want to join in? We can have a conversation. Yeah, what y'all want to do? I'll give y'all a couple minutes to let me know. Y'all want to go into the reaction video? I got another 20 minutes for y'all. Y'all want to go into the reaction video, or y'all just want to go chat Q&A and we could just talk? Because it seemed like y'all want to really get into it, and I'm with it. I don't want to ruin the experience for y'all. I want to give y'all the show that y'all want to have. Let's get it.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
So y'all let me know what y'all want me to do with this 20 minutes. He said, no one understands the mission. The Tears Down, people don't get it. Being alone. He said, nah, like if you've been alone mentally for a very long time, it eats you up inside. I can see that. He said, if you've been alone mentally for a very long time, that's kind of deep because people do talk about like being in a room full of people feeling alone. Shit, I've talked about that before too. Yeah. I can see that though. And that could make you a monster. Yeah, it's a lot of people that's, you know what I'm saying? They might be outside in broad daylight living in the dark for sure. That's why people got to check on folks and be kind to people too. That's another thing too. Act like you got some sense with people. It was I'll be sparing people too. It was a dude in the gym yesterday. Me and Ye was in the gym getting our workout in, and this dude come in. He, you know, where I live, it's a lot of racism and shit where I live, so I'm used to it. That shit don't bother me because I like knowing where everybody at. If you don't like me, I don't like you back. Just stay in your place. Because if it get out of line, we gonna get all the way out of line. Dude came in the gym rude as hell. We over there working on the dumbbells. He damn near act like he wanted to brush against me to grab some dumbbells. Motherfucker ain't said, excuse me, are you using these? He ain't say shit. Just walked over there. I'm talking about 2 centimeters from me. Grabbed the dumbbells, just walked his little racist ass off. I done seen dude plenty of times, so I already know what the vibes is anyway. But my homie never seen him before, so he a YN. He ready to crash out for sure. Okay, he looking at me like
natural born crash dummy, and he go crash out.
So he like, damn, folks ain't gonna say excuse me, nothing like that. I'm like, let his old ass rock. He an old ass. I'm talking about he was around Jim Crow type shit, old as hell. I said, man, let his old ass rock. That's what I said. I said, just let him rock. I said, I don't know why he tweaking, because shit, we both probably fuck with Trump. His ass started laughing. I said, yeah, his ass, he don't even know. We probably got more in common than he think. Dumbass boy. Finna get his ass whooped in here. Oh, hey, old people could get beat up too. I don't give old people passes. Like, oh, he old, just let him slide. Nah, you disrespect me, I'll slap your old ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Allegedly, all for content creation purposes.
Classic.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Let me see. He said it really can. No, I agree. He said, do your thing, big dog. Everyone will be hitting this topic. Soft Rain said resentment. Resentment makes monsters. Yeah, it can. It can. Jay Zilla said that like button don't get an expiration date. The super chat has a light trigger, so let's not withhold. Talk to him, Jay Zilla. He said that like button. Everybody hit that like button. I'm a little short. My shit looking Spud Webb. Let's get it. Two-Face Forever said, like you want to live a normal life, but the mind fucks up everything, but you try so hard to fight it. But at the end of the day, you still stuck at the exact same place in your mind. Yeah, that's literally the definition of trauma. And his comment came in at 4:44. The numerology is strong with us. His comment came in at 4:44 p.m. But yeah, you're right. That's literally the definition of trauma. It's that stuck point. Everything come back to, I went through this. Everything come back to, I went through this. I went through this. No matter what, you go all the way out there to come all the way back to, but I went through this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, but like I said earlier in the episode, it's a decision. You know what I mean? We all got to make choices. But let's lighten up the mood then. Let's lighten up the mood a little bit. Let's go into the River TV reaction. Let's get y'all minds on something else. We're going to just have some fun, talk about the celebrities. They put their business in the street. So don't get mad for us for talking about it. We're gonna talk about Ayesha Curry out here embarrassing Steph again. So Ayesha Curry out here embarrassing Steph in public again. So we're gonna talk about it. It is what it is. He who is without sin cast the first stone. All right, let's go. So I titled this one Rich Simps because we all know Steph, you deserve better, my boy. You deserve better, my boy. Every 5 years, she just pop out of nowhere and just start embarrassing this man. Let's see what River talking about too. Let's go.
Want kids. I didn't want to get married. I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married.
I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not, you were gonna say like in high school, like on the court, you're like at church, he was the guy at church. Was
River TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl River, and I'm back again with another video. So just when I kind of thought that Ayesha Curry was done embarrassing, humiliating her husband, I was wrong. Okay, and I feel like we should have taken it as a red flag when she was sitting down with Auntie Jada Pinkett Smith at the Red Table Talk the first time.
I have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention.
Now, if you guys are unaware of exactly what happened, recently Ayesha Curry actually did an interview in which she talked about a number of things, and one of those things being that she basically never wanted to be married, didn't want to have kids, wasn't interested in Steph Curry, like all of the above. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys the clip, and then we're going to go ahead and break this whole conversation down.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married.
Now, here's the thing, her saying that she didn't want kids and that she didn't want to be married or get married. There's nothing inherently wrong with you having the, that standpoint, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with you being a person that feels like maybe it's something that's not for you or something that you don't want to be a part of. But the issue is that, when you are now in a contrary space, anything negative that you have said about your husband or anything that you have said that is kind of like going against the idea or the thought process of marriage is going to put you under a microscope. Because again, it wasn't too long ago that you were sitting down at the Red Table Talk talking about the fact that, Steph is getting all of this women attention and you wish that you were getting male attention.
The word is discernment. Discernment. Just know when. Know when. Okay. Your truth, your reality. You successfully married with kids to a multi-millionaire celebrity athlete. That's your reality. The fact that many years ago, you ain't even want to get married at all. You don't need to bring that up right now. Because guess what? What is it going to make him look like? You see what I'm saying? And it matters. Because why? He's a celebrity. Status. His image matters monetarily. It matters for a lot of reasons. And every now and again, she just come out of nowhere and just want to embarrass this man. Listen to this.
That, like, I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then I begin to internalize it. And I'm like, is something wrong with me? Because I don't want it, but it'd be nice to know that like someone's looking.
Now, I of course, when that thing, that conversation, I kind of already touched on that, but just in reiterating in that situation, right? Her being in the background of Steph Curry's life and Steph Curry being, who he is in the NBA, as well as, women being attracted to him. And he basically could have the pick of the litter if he was out here in these streets. And, her feeling like, she kind of wants to measure up to him and get the same kind of male validation and male attention equal to or equivalent to the amount of women attention that he's giving. But despite everything else of her being married and the fact that you shouldn't need or want any extra attention, and he's just getting it because of his career, it's not like he's asking for it or begging for it. Besides all that, it speaks to a certain level of competition that Ayesha seems to be in with Steph Curry. And if you guys are unaware of the fact, she even talks about the fact that she was like, she had this idea of being like a career woman, a certified boss chick with no husband and no kids.
I thought I was going to be a career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that.
Now, the thing is that, she wanted to be an actress. Okay. And so she really believed that she was going to be the one, that person in the limelight, all the attention on her, all eyes on her, doing her thing.
Can we talk about, so you graduated high school early to move to LA to start your acting career.
Yeah.
Get into her bag, making her money in all different aspects. That was her dream, when she was growing up. There's nothing wrong with that. Once again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, the way in which she now talks about marriage, it's like comical to her that she's not living out what she envisioned for herself and that she took such a turn.
And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
It's hard to, hear this conversation and watch the way in which she is explaining herself or talking about these situations and not have the ideology that you seem like you're in this situation. And obviously, okay, she's been married to him for a long time. They just had another baby. Right. And so they're building this family. It would be hard for me to believe that she does not love this man or she does not want to be in a relationship with this man as she's consistently growing and continually growing her family. Right. That would be very, far-fetched. But it's almost as if she talks in kind of like a regretful tone.
Yeah. And- yep. Yeah, yeah, right there. Let me stop you, River. Did it sound like she regretted?
No, I, of course, when that thing that came out, she was like,
Did it sound like she regretted? 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 Did it sound like Do it sound like from the position of the way this is being phrased and the way she talking about it, does it sound like she damn near, you know, the life she has, this one, from our perspective, this amazing life that she has ain't even the one she want for real?
Nah.
It goes back to my conversation, and here it is. Classic always sounding cynical, but the modern woman is a new batch, it's a new breed, okay? It ain't even modern women. I think it's since the beginning of time. The beginning of the Garden of Eden. There's no such thing as a satisfied woman. And there's women in the chat. Y'all can go ahead and let me know how we all disagree. I'm perfectly fine with it. This is the classic codes. All perspectives are welcome. There's no such thing as a satisfied woman. Eve wasn't satisfied. God said y'all could eat everything in here, but except for right there. And she went over there to get something to eat. Ain't no such thing, bro. How many millions Steph Curry got? All of them. He got all the millions, Tez. All of them. He got all of them, Tez. How many he got? You can't even count them. You can't even count
over 300.
Come on, dog.
Over 300.
Come on, Tez. Come on, Tez.
At that point, that's all the money.
He got all the money.
At that point, that's all the money.
Where you want to go? They could vacation at Antarctica.
Classic. 5 M's, that's all the money. That's all the money.
Hey, we got questions in the chat. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look, the chat got right active. Y'all was ready for me to shift gears. Okay. Souls of Thought said, think about it. She was coached by her mother-in-law. She watched a woman leave a good man.
Classic.
It stings when it's true. It stings.
Hey, but he got the better clapback. He got the better clapback.
Yeah, Steph is just Dale Jr. Damn.
Ooh.
So you think she leaving? Souls of Thought. You think she leaving?
Oh, she 100%
you taking the over under on them making it. Soft Rain said, why do rich people feel the need to explain their relationship decisions? Clout, visibility, you know what I mean? All the above.
Classic.
Let me tell you, Classic. She done got that body done. She been posting on IG again. She been taking them pictures, all face sculpted. She ready to go, bro.
She wanna be a baddie so bad. I told you.
What's gonna happen is either he gonna retire after like 2 or 3 more years. I think he could play for a good 5 or 6.
You think so?
But I think so. I mean, unless his knees is not good no more, you know, that's really what it comes down to with them. Yeah, the knees. You know what I'm saying?
No Diddy. Yep.
Unless if the knees are still there, he can shoot forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he can shoot forever. But she's out as soon as his NBA spotlight is over. She's out.
You think so?
Bro, look what she's been.
You think when he retires, she gonna go look for her own light? She's gonna look for her own light.
Everybody thought Larsa Pippen was super loyal to Scottie.
Damn, you gonna go like that, Larsa, huh?
Oh, yeah. Bro, she done did it to herself.
I mean, who thought she was loyal to Scottie though? Well, I mean,
all the old heads did. All the old heads did.
But we talked about this, bro. Like when a man has a lot of money, is he even capable of finding real love?
I thought we cracked that code last night.
We did. That's what I'm saying. Like it ain't so who thought Larsa Pippen was loyal to Scottie? She was with him for that bread. And then he
believed Generation X believed a lot of stuff that wasn't real.
Yeah. So the thought said we haven't burnt that red table yet. Nope, they still talking.
They still talking about it. Yeah. Telling on each other.
Tristan says she operates like a single woman within her marriage, which is crazy to me. Why do you want other men to look at you in a lustful way just to find self-contentment? Ooh, Tristan and Joe Jet be going, hey, they both, they cooking. Tristan, we got to get you on cam, bro. Souls of Thought said, classic tell wifey to lose the glasses, giving Angie Martinez. You funny as hell. Said, damn, Souls, yeah, y'all funny as hell. Soft Rain talking about change the lights, classic. He said that's her goggles. So Soft Rain said definitely total regret. Yeah, she sounded regretful. Soft Rain said and resentment. You think she resents Steph for all his successes and her lack of, and her seeming to have to play the back?
She does.
Souls of Thought said no. I think she wants to receive the divorce bag and be in the field. No regret. She just playing spades. Damn.
No, see, let me tell you what I think, bro.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer that the majority in today's society, they want to catch a big fish only so they could use that big fish to catch a bigger fish. They want to catch a whale after catching a big fish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She got the itch, bro.
Bro, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the classic definitions. Y'all let me know if y'all believe she's got the itch. By definition, this is one of my classic definitions. So the itch is the desire to have a time frame or frames where one may exercise their ability to be sexually free, loose, and liberated. Behavioral examples of scratching the itch may consist of, but are not limited to, provocative attire, risque social media presence, cheating on current companion, or providing unchallenging sexual access to multiple people. That is what the itch is. Is it safe to say that she's itching?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's itching, ladies and gentlemen.
To the best of my knowledge, we, as far as, Chad 333 and your constituency,
yeah,
who have come to become our friends,
yeah,
we had this conversation yet privately. Yet all, was it 6 of us decided to talk about this separately, and it came up organically this morning.
Yeah,
it came up last night organically, and then look, I think that if we're gonna judge this one, and y'all are talking about what code has been cracked, I think we just.
But this lets you, I mean, we did. I think we got to the bottom of it, but this just lets you know.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
This just lets you know that there's plenty of lames with money. Like I said yesterday, when they were trying to defend Russell Wilson, all of a sudden, because Russell Wilson want to be babe swoop down, he want to be super saver, super, you know the phrase, super saver. You feel me? He want to be the swoop down and saver man of the millennium and shit. All of a sudden, he's supposed to be the example. No, G, we us men, we gonna call it what it is. Dude, that's a lame. It is what it is. Hey, bro, you handling your responsibilities. You done made you some money. You won a Super Bowl. You still got your comb over your ass. Still a lame, bro. It ain't nothing you could do about it. You a lame. We can't unlame you, gang. It's over with for you.
Man,
it's over with for you, champ.
Why today, Soft Rain gonna pose a question and then run? How you pose a question and run, Soft Rain? She gonna say, "Oh, is it because Russell was being intentional? That's why y'all think he's lame?"
No, he's just a lame. He's Steph Curry a lame. G, anytime you let your woman publicly disrespect you, G, and we don't see you heading out the door, folk, we know you don't respect yourself, G. Your ass a loser, bro. It is, G. Russell Wilson took his wife on the red carpet butt naked. She had on a sequence, nothing. She had a see-through. It was a nothing. She had on a nothing. It was a nothing. It was a see-through. It was a completely see-through garment.
Thought he was Kanye for a second.
Come on, dog.
The Kanye outfit.
Man, listen, what? Hey, listen, what you brought your wife? You with her? Is she what class?
She wearing the Kanye outfit.
Man, you can't unlame him. And Steph a lame too. G, you let your old lady keep. Listen, after the first red table talk, he should have told his wife, "You're not allowed to do podcasts no more." No, yeah. But that's the thing. What I say? Steph Curry black, right? He black, right? He black, right? He said, no. He black, right?
Yeah.
So that and Aisha black, right?
Yep, something like
that. So that means he can't go home and tell. No. So that means he can't go home and tell her what she not allowed to do. He can't do it because I told you we ain't. Because black men ain't later. He gonna do what the fuck she wanted.
Only gonna do this once.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I will say this. To the best of my knowledge, Dirk Nowitzki wife don't act like that. That Italian mobster wife don't act like that either.
What was my
Robert De Niro wife don't act like that.
What was my statement? Black men are no longer the leaders of the household.
Yes.
That shit over with. He need permission. He need her permission to tell her that she can't do something. What you talking about? Hold on, we got more comments. Souls of Thought said, "No, I think she wants to receive divorce." Okay, we got that one already. Some women just foolish. Hold on. Look, we way behind. Soft Rain said, "Some women just foolish and don't want to be a wife." Tristan said, "Ain't nobody marrying her after Steph. She want to be a cat lady so bad."
Lies.
Yeah. Hey, listen, somebody gonna have fun.
It'll be one of them rookies.
Soft Rain, yeah, it's definitely go. It's still she gonna keep it in the league. Soft Rain said Tristan ate that one. Yeah, she been had that itch. I wouldn't be surprised if she cheated on him. You wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Had
all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. So
don't
crash. Don't do it, T. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out. He go crash out.
Go ahead, Tez. Go ahead, bro.
First of all, anytime you're doing anything like that, somebody's already touching on it. Somebody else is already doing that. Steph is gone for 250 days out the year. 250 days out the year, he gone. You think, I want somebody to look at me. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. I know somebody that started looking by now. You know what? Look, every time you turn around, it's another one of them young dudes getting one of them older veterans pregnant and having kids with her, and she collecting child support. I ain't even gonna start naming names because we did shows on these. All of us did. We just did shows on these the whole last week. If y'all haven't seen the shows, go catch up now, because I'm telling you, she already doing that. She got all the free time in the world and all the money. And what is he doing? I got to be in the gym shooting 1,500 a day, baby. I got to shoot 1,500 a day. If I don't shoot 1,500 a day, I ain't gonna get this contract. And she said, yeah, go do it. Get out my house. This one, remember this one? That's what they all feeling like right now.
So the thought said totally different scenarios. Soft Rain said, I was at work. My apologies, Tez.
She gonna hit and run. She just gonna punch and run, bro.
So the thought said Curry didn't take in no baggage. He focused on his career and thought his wife was white and faithful, and found out she's black and broken. Damn, Souls.
Classic.
Lisa
Bring him back, bro.
It's really weird. Like, why you in a relationship wanting attention from other men? Why even be in a relationship? It's disgusting to see women say they want a good man and then fuck it up because of ego. Talk.
Classic.
Yeah. We all knew it was disrespectful. He should have went home and said, hey, you're never doing another podcast. And her response, hold on, check this out, Cortez. I know this is inflammatory. He should have went home and said, hey, you're never doing another podcast. Her response should have been, okay. And if she wanted to put some sauce on it, okay, I understand. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And if she really wanted to be a good wife, and then go in there and make it up to him.
What did I say last week?
You know what I'm talking about.
When he said it, eat the cake wasn't a suggestion.
Yeah.
It wasn't a suggestion. It wasn't a suggestion. Eat the cake, internet wasn't a question. It wasn't a suggestion. He meant it. Hey, you know you want some of this cake.
I gotta want no cake. Hey.
Eat the cake. You know you want some of this cake.
Steph and Russell obviously missed the lesson on how to spot a wild hyena. Yeah. Tristan said, you're right, Tez. So Zathal said, perfect in the chat. Yeah. So Zathal said, see how quick LeBron shut his wife's pod? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's hey, listen, this simple. Hey, you're never doing another podcast. Okay, I'm sorry. I understand. Matter of fact, come here. Num. Yeah. That's how you fix it. He said, Soft Rain said, please hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Come on, chat 33. I got the best chat on all streaming platforms. You can't make this shit up. You see them every day pulling up like that, man. Every day pulling up like that. But yeah, man. So this is on Rich Simps. You know, I hate to see Steph be one of the best top 3-point guards in all of history, simping out like this, being disrespected in the public eye by his old lady. But you know what though, man? When you got all the millions, you tend to let shit like this go just a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? When you got all the millions.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this word right now. This is what will happen. I do believe this will happen because she's a repeat offender.
Yes, she is. She's a repeat offender.
And you know, recidivism is strong. That should be one of the words of the day. Recidivism. Look, her ability to reoffend is high because she continually does it over and over and over again. And so what will happen is they will have a quiet breakup. Then it will get very loud because she will be seen with somebody courtside, by the way. And then all the information gonna come out about Steph being in Turks and Caicos in the offseason with some pretty blonde. That's literally how it always goes every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She also gonna be 22. She also gonna be 22 years old. And maybe even one of them up and coming WNBA stars. Maybe even I'm gonna tell you.
It's a couple of them that's fine now. But that's it on the Rich Simps. That's it
the
on
ones that like guys.
Hold on. Soul's got a question for us. See, now Soul's always playing, man. He always playing. Question: with Russell and Steph, etc., do you see why black athletes have shifted to the snow? No, because then you end up like Shannon Sharp.
Souls. Look,
Shannon Sharp was snowboarding, wasn't he? He was snowboarding, wasn't he?
He was on a very dangerous mountain.
No, don't do it now. No, don't do it. He was making snow angels, and it cost him $50 million.
He was in like the Alps, not in the Aspen. You gotta have.
Come on, dog.
You gotta, degree of difficulty. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, dog.
He's on the wrong slope.
Come on, yeah.
See, I'm not trying to snowboard. I'm just trying to relax on the sandy beaches.
Tristan said, I got to talk to Steph. Hold on.
I wish. Let me call that man.
Lisa said, don't say perfect in the chat because I'm really like that, but you don't know me, so you don't know no better. She said, don't say perfect in the chat. It's perfect in real life. She said, don't say perfect in the chat. I'm like that. Speaking for marriages, classic. Okay. Oh, you saying getting married to a white woman? I feel.
Oh yeah,
not just playing around. Soft Rain said, Sharp made his own reckless decisions. Oh, don't do that, Soft Rain. Don't come in defending the snowboarders now. Normally she putting a snowmobile in the chat. Normally she don't come in. No. We know some bad snow over there. Some of that some bad snow over there now. We know. Yeah. He said I'm speaking on marriage. But do you see why a lot of athletes shift over to the snow? I told you a long time ago I understand it.
Yeah.
He said, Souls of Thought said, hit dogs holler. Look. He trying to look. Now, didn't you lose to her last time? He trying to go 5-3, chat. Let's go.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2".
They into it in the chat, man. They into it. Soft Rain said, some of that snow been peed in. Yeah, but no, man, I told you a long time ago I understand it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like Cortez always says, man, the path of least resistance, man. Men ain't looking for all that pushback, man. We really not. I think black women get told shit like that too. Like, oh, you need to a man need a woman to challenge him. No, the fuck we don't. No, we don't. Unmotivated man, maybe. Unmotivated man, maybe. But if he was ambitious when you met him, he don't need you challenging him. Encouraging?
No, you just get in his way.
Yeah. Fuck out. Yeah,
I will speak just on me with this, right?
Yeah.
If I'm busy doing something and it's gonna bring us some type of stability, it's not just monetary. I don't care if I'm outside, hammering down a new fence. I don't need you in my face while I'm doing this. I don't challenge. I think it's good to challenge. Don't challenge me. I'll get rid of your ass.
Souls of Thought said, meet up. I'll take the L to the end. You said you'll get, you know what though, Cortez? I think that's probably what keep your old lady in line. Not to be personal, but that's probably what keep her in line. I think women need a healthy understanding of, I'll get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever value that you had, they gonna realize that shit when you right next to the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they need a healthy understanding of that shit. Because
every man should feel that way. And every man should.
Every man don't. Every man don't. Most men will sit and suffer in silence, man. And then and a woman feel like they got them. You know what I'm saying? That's why. What did
you say about trauma earlier?
Stuck point.
I'm gonna tell you this, okay? Every time that I think about and look at what's going on out here, I remember what happened. And so you did have somebody come in the other day. Shout out to them, by the way, because they brought this up. But to act like, oh, you're just saying that because you've never been hurt. No. Do not be mistaken. The hurt was very, very much there. The hurt was very real. But the thing is, you didn't live in it. You don't stay in it. I definitely don't. But I also know I'm never going to allow the garbage that caused it to happen ever again. And the way to do that is you got to cut back. You got to remove a lot of elements. Number one, get control of your emotions. Mm-hmm. All the emotions, trust, love, respect, all of those emotions, just put them in a box. Okay. Leave respect on the table where it's supposed to be at, and then watch when only respect is there. When you see that only respect is the only option, you're not getting the trust. You're not getting all the mushy gushy until you can earn some of that. You know, schmooze a little bit at night. They ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the overt emotionalness that a lot of people portray in their relationships. The love bombing. No, take all of that, throw it in, put it in a box, put it in the attic, and then leave respect on the table. Watch how many times she grabbed a slice of that respect pizza. Watch how many times. And that's where you base your relationship off of. And that number one respect needs to be, I am a man. I will take care of my business. I took care of my business without you, which means I will continue to take care of my business with or without you. And the minute that you start to cause me problems and make it worse for me, you got to go.
Cortez putting his foot down. Big stepper. I hear you, dog.
Who's going to live my life but me? You know what I'm saying? And then I have never, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there are not some women that go hard for their dude in the paint. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the majority of the time, from what I have seen, it's been dude by himself, and she goes off and frolics in Wonderland for however long she wants to while he figures it out. And most of the time, she don't come back. What you see online, you're so happy in your new relationship. The last guy, I seen you happier today than you've been in 5 years. She just been piping that dude for the last 3 months. That's it. He don't care about her either.
He came to crash out, ladies and gentlemen.
Harsh facts. We want to talk about harsh facts and thick skin today. What's we gonna do?
We got comments. I got to roll in like 3 minutes, so we got comments. Lisa said, "I think they use the wrong words. Challenge is not the right word." Yeah, I agree. I think the wrong verbiage is used, but that is the verbiage that's being used. And so they grow up, you know, taking that advice, you know, like I've lived. That's what I've heard. I never heard, like, even in my own family circles, like I never heard nobody tell my girl cousins, like, act like a lady, you know, you're going to be a wife one day. Dude, I never heard that language, but I did hear, you know, conversations amongst grown women, like, you know, men love a, you know, need a woman that's gonna challenge them. No. Who told you that? Stop. Hey, stop.
Bad
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, listen, the word.
Lisa batting 1,000 too, by the way.
Yeah, she came to cook today. She cooked.
Classic.
Souls of Thought said, I've learned that if you want to come to the table, I must just feed you scraps until then. Gotta save my energy for the face-to-face battles. LOL, Goku status. He talking about that meetup. We got to put the meetup
over 9,000.
Yeah. Souls of Thought said, Plug and Tez, boy, y'all could do 24 live.
You speaking my language.
Yeah. We got to get them on a live together, man. I told you, Tez, I want to get y'all grouped up. You know what I'm saying? Some different combinations of us. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's been a great chat Q&A. Great show today. Appreciate you joining in, Tez. You know what I mean? But I got to roll, man. I got to get to it. You know, I got 3 videos premiering tonight, so make sure y'all stay in tune with the page. You know, I'm going to keep y'all provided for. And then we'll be back tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you've done all of that, let somebody else know about the channel. Make sure y'all tap in with the Tez Down, my boy right here. Make sure y'all tap in with Souls of Thought. Make sure y'all tap in with Conversations with Soft Rain, Rain spelled like Reign Supreme. Make sure y'all tap in with Uncle Plug TV, Plug spelled with 2 G's. And of course, you already here with the classic code, so it is what it is. If y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another. Hold on. Souls of Thought said we just be in the background. LOL. And then Soft Rain said, catch No Middleman tonight. No Middleman panel tonight. It'll be showing on Souls of Thought channel, Uncle Plug TV channel, and maybe Conversations with Soft Rain, but definitely on Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, streaming live tonight. What time, y'all? 8:15, 7. What time? I know it'll be somewhere between 7:30 and 8:30 Central. So make sure y'all tap in with them. Make sure y'all tap in with them
around 9.
You catch them around 9?
Yeah,
it'll be the night. So hopefully they go for a while too. I like the late night streams. I really been enjoying those.
It's different energy, ain't it?
For sure, it's dope. Yeah, they get a little looser as the conversation go on. They seem, you know what I mean. I be sitting there, I be laughing hard as hell.
I know all about that. You know.
Yep. But shit, I got to roll, man. Make sure y'all stick to the codes, man. We got another classic. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.